Hi Rishita, hi everyone. I'm Dr. Sarthak Dave. Like Rishita said, I belong to Ahmedabad. I have my private hospital, a psychiatry hospital in Ahmedabad. And yeah, so what's up?
Okay. So I'll be asking few questions that will help us to understand the case better. So the very
Hmm.
first question that I want to ask you is, why do humans continue in a toxic relationship? What is the psychology behind it?
So by toxic relationship, if you say that the person is, so what I understand by a toxic relationship is that the person is having mixed emotions. The victim is facing mixed things, a combination of happiness and sadness, where the sadness or the negative emotions are uh, exponentially higher than the positive part. So what happens is that whenever the person is in a toxic relationship, the person also gets used to the positive part. And we humans, according to the human psychology, they get used to the known pain, and they get so much used to, so much addicted to the known pain, the familiar pain, that they are not able to cut it off. And so it's a lot like you guys must have watched the movie Shawshank Redemption.
Hmm.
So there's a scene where one of the guys gets out of jail, gets into a room, an apartment, and commits suicide. Now, jail being considered such a painful, such a dreadful place, but yet the guy gets used to it, addicted to it. And once it gets over, it does not know what it is supposed to do, because the person is so much used to the pain, the whole cycle of living the pain, that when it gets over, it starts feeling so lonely, so depressed, so sad, so helpless, that the guy committed suicide. Same thing applies here, that the lady or the guy is gets so much used to the whole toxicity, the cycle, the hope that it will get better today, and the despair that, oh my god, the day was as bad. The whole cycle, it's so addictive that the patient is not able, the person, the victim is not able to get out of it. Yeah.
Thank you. So is this gender bias? Do only females go through it?
Oh no, I would not say that. I have had so many patients, so many guys complaining. So what happens is that the awareness, whenever we talk about the toxic relationship, yeah, with the victim, we always imagine a female. It is
Hmm.
always depicted to be a female in movies, in stories, in write-ups. And because of that, it is very difficult for a guy to contemplate that he is going through toxicity. So what I have observed is that because of the awareness, the female population gets aware that they are going through something terrible even earlier than the guy, बिकॉज वो वाला पार्ट एग्जिस्ट नहीं कर रहा है, उनको नहीं दिख रहा है कि ऐसा
That's
कुछ हो सकता है. एंड इट they go through something. So usually I'll get a person, a guy with let's say depressive symptoms, and I'll go ahead with the history. I'll take a detailed history, and then I'll find out, oh my god, what sort of a relationship he's living. He's just not able to figure it out, and because of that, and he's still not able to figure it out, that he's facing all these issues because of the uncertainties, the unpredictable behavior of his wife at home. So yeah, it is pretty much common among men too. But then again, there are no surveys, no official surveys made on which we can say that what gender is suffering more.
that's true. So does it only happen in Indian society, or is it?
Uh, I would not say that humans are humans everywhere. I would not say that they are. It's just in Indian society. But I have come across people from other countries, although basically native Indians. But I have come across so many people from so many other countries, the developed countries,
That's true.
who toxic relation, who face toxicity from their spouse or their partner over there. Because humans tend to be humans. The psychology, I would say, does not change, because a lot of part of the toxicity given to the victim by the culprit is because of their narcissism, a little bit of narcissism, a little bit of selfishness, self-centeredness, and not consider, not less empathy, no sympathy. So all these things would not depend on the country, I would say. These things are basic human natures, and they come to surface whenever and wherever, can come to surface anywhere across the globe.
But
But since we
according
Yeah, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, so,
Since
but
we live in this country, since we live in this country, India, we would come across more cases of India.
that's true. That's
But
true.
just because we are not aware of what's
Hmm.
happening around the world, we cannot establish that it's only present in India or predominantly in India.
True, true. But do you think that it is normalized in India? Violence or
Oh yeah,
maybe
big time, big time. It I this is such an intriguing thing that I have females when I ask them that. So when they tell me that, yeah, but then my husband got so angry and he kind of abused me. But then I did these things, but I did these things to calm him down. Things got better then. But I would be like, okay, but why did he abuse you? हाँ, but वो तो ऐसे ही होता है ना. No,
true.
ऐसे नहीं होता. That part,
That's
that that it is so normalized. Even among men, अरे wife तो ऐसे ही करती है ना, मेरी girlfriend तो ऐसे ही करती है ना, तो वो तो ऐसे ही होता है ना, that she wants to talk to this guy, she wants to stay in touch with this guy, her ex, and it's okay. I am not comfortable with it. I am having an issue with it, so it's my fault. No, no, it's not your fault. It's okay. So, acha, it's not my fault. That awareness, wo nahi hai. So, yeah. So it is not. A lot of awareness is lacking. I would say that.
so, as you said that it is normalized in Indian culture. So we as Gen Z, what change can we bring in, or what must we, do to change this and be in a happy relationship?
Uh, a perfect balance between self-care and empathy is required. So if I would say that you should start loving yourself more, it would mean that I'm pushing you towards becoming a toxic person. And if I would say that you should empathize more, I would feel that I'm pushing you towards becoming a victim. So I want you to understand that your respect is important and the other person's respect is equally important. You have to see to it that no one else, another girl, another guy, another person, does anything to harm you. You cannot say that it is his or her responsibility to keep doing things that make you happy. And even if it makes the other person sad, you just have to see to it that the other person does not do anything actively that harms you. And you also have to see to it that you do not do anything consciously that harms the other person. And if done unconsciously, then accept it, accept that you are at fault, apologize, and move on.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for explaining us, Doctor. We are very grateful to have you. Guys, he is an amazing communicator. Do follow him on Instagram to learn about all these topics. His reels are amazing and informative. And Doctor, I'm a great fan of your reels. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Yeah. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you so much, Doctor. Thank you. It really
Leave
means
the
a lot.
meeting, right?
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you
Take
so
care.
much.
Bye-bye.